Welcome to the 1970s Gladiator Round tournament. This is the second of the first round matches, and I used my official voice because it's official. Today we have Boyer Coe against Lance Dreher. This is a very interesting match. Lance, if you don't know, he was a NABA guy, so he placed extremely low in the IFBB. It's Politics 101. Anyway, Lance Dreher is awesome in this pose, but there is one aspect about his physique, and he lost out in the 1980s challenge round due to this fact. His legs are too soft. There's no cuts in those legs. If he even had a little bit of cuts there, his proportions would be so much better, his symmetry rather, and he would be beating Boyer. But I don't know, guys. I almost have to pick Boyer with this one when you look at the legs. But it's close. Boyer gets an edge. Let's have another pose. This front double biceps, quite a shocker to me. It appears Lance Dreher's arms look a little smaller than Boyer's, but Lance has them massive 20-some inch arms, they say. But I guess bodybuilding is an illusion. Just an illusion. That's, what's his name's posing music. Anyway, what am I talking about? Boyer Coe takes this one. Look at his shape. Just fantastic. Small little wee waist. And look at the shape of those biceps. One of the best sets of biceps of all time. Rivaled perhaps by Al Beckles. That's who uses that music. Just an illusion. Gets him going. Anyway, I have no idea why we're on that topic. Let's award Boyer Coe a point here. It looks like structurally he's just too much for Lance. Lance is a good competitor, though. Let's have another pose. And good old Lance is coming close on this one. Very close. But nothing doing. Look at the size and the thickness of Boyer's big tits. I think this is an earlier picture of Boyer. He had in my opinion, Boyer was better in his earlier days. I think he just kind of dropped the ball a little bit in the later 70s, perhaps the early 80s. That's when he should have really been cranking it up a notch. Because obviously you can see in the mid to early 90s there, he did have juice in the tank left because he really got juiced back up again by the steroids. Anyway, look at Cuban Assassin there behind Lance Dreher. Big bearded fellow. I've seen that guy many times in this picture. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this contest. Let's have one more pose. And we'll be having more after this one as well, because Lance is extending this tournament. Of course, you may not know, in the Gladiator rounds, as soon as a guy reaches 5 victories, because there's only 9 poses, as soon as that happens, we end it, just to not waste any time. But Lance is winning this one, in my opinion. It's close. Look at that artistic shape of Boyer. And again, he has those big pecs. But I think when I look at the legs and then the abs and the actual tricep itself, Lance does squeak out a victory. Anyway, this continues on. Let's have another pose. And Lance might be stealing this one from Boyer. He's winning this one, in my opinion. Although it is a tough victory for Lance. I believe Boyer's in better condition. He has better legs, better structure, and look at those calves. But come on, guys. Boyer's not hitting this properly. He's all oblonged, and this is the best he could muster in his routine. He should really have practiced this, because in my opinion, he could have got an easy victory over Lance. But we have to award points here to Lance. Look how perfect he is. Just awesome. And I believe that back is just very thick. Politics played a game with Lance Dreher in the IFBB, but he won't have to deal with that here at Marks Max Muscle. Let's have another pose. And it looks like Triple B is taking another easy one here. And Triple B's big bad Boyer. Anyway, look at that Christmas tree on Triple B. And those calves. Frig. Holy frig. Those calves are twice as good and twice as big as young Lance's there. Anyway, we're going to stop trying to be funny on this one. Let's award Boyer a point. I must have drank my breakfast this morning or something. Anyway, let's have another pose. And this will be the last one in a tight little competition. Lance gave his all, and there is many aspects about this most muscular that I definitely like a lot better about Lance than Boyer. But I mean, come on, look at the conditioning. Lance really needed just a slight bit of conditioning there, and he would have been on top of the world, the bodybuilding world, that is. But I mean, Boyer just has some qualities there. Look at the calves, even from the front, little pins on Lance. He needed to get better conditioning and better calves, and he would have, he'd have been in contention for the Mr. Olympia, in my opinion. Very underrated man, Lance Dreher. He placed way too low at the 82 Mr. Olympia. Watch that event. It's atrocious. Lance deserved way higher. Look at the little stick men that were just... Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. Boyer Co. gets the victory, and in doing so, advances in the brackets. But he has the unenviable task on taking on Robby Robinson in the first of the second round matches. But of course, we have all kinds of first round matches to deal with first. And the next one will be Lou Ferrigno versus Gunnar Rosbo. That is going to be just muscle versus muscle. Wow, what a good one. What a good one. Anyway, I know I have a lot going on now with the Sean Ray, the best of Sean Ray, and things of that nature. But I'm telling you, these 70s style bodybuilders are great if you give them a chance. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Gladiator Round matchup, and have a good day.